Leave me here to freeze, the alien woman whispered, her crystalline skin cracking. Marcus Chen pushed through the blizzard streets of Glacius Prime, an ice mining colony on the edge of civilization. His thermal suit hummed against the killing cold as his cybercat Nova prowled beside him, optical sensors glowing. They just left the veterinary clinic when Nova suddenly froze, staring at a bundle against a frozen wall. A faint voice emerged from beneath a thermal blanket. "Leave me here to freeze. Please, just don't look at me." Marcus knelt and pulled back the blanket. A young alien woman with crystalline skin stared up at him, translucent with veins of pale blue light beneath the surface. White hair spread around her head like frozen lightning. Her prismatic eyes brimmed with pain and resignation. "What happened to you?" Marcus asked gently. "Does it matter?" "I'm cracking apart. The cold is mercy." Nova pressed her warm mechanical nose against the woman's hand. She relaxed slightly at the gesture. "I'm not leaving anyone to die," Marcus said firmly. "I'm taking you somewhere warm." "No medical center," she gasped. "They'll report me. The harvesters will find me." Marcus carefully lifted her. Even through his suit, he could feel she was too light, too fragile, with cracks running through her crystalline structure. She cried out as he moved her. "I'm sorry. I'll be as gentle as possible." As he carried her through the frozen streets, something stirred within him. Compassion he'd thought buried after years of solitary engineering work in the outer colonies. Marcus had barely gone 3 blocks when 4 hulking Kryn stepped into his path, their armored exoskeletons blocking the street. Each pulled out shock prods. "That's far enough, human," the leader growled. "You're carrying merchandise that belongs to Broker Shen." "She's not merchandise," Marcus replied evenly. "She's injured." The woman in his arms trembled. "Please, don't let them take me." "She's coming with me," Marcus stated. Marcus lowered her gently, commanding Nova to guard. He straightened, his suit's servo assists engaging. "You walk away now, and I don't have to explain why you came back as ice sculptures." They attacked simultaneously. Marcus moved with practiced efficiency, sidestepping, countering, using his plasma cutter and suit's enhanced strength. When it ended, all 4 Kryn lay groaning in the snow. Marcus returned to the woman, breathing heavily. "We need to move." As he lifted her, their eyes met. Despite her pain, there was gratitude and wonder in her gaze. "You fought for me," she whispered. "No one has ever—" "Let's get you safe first," Marcus interrupted, though he felt a strange connection to her. Her crystalline hand touched his suit. "My name is Liss. Thank you." "Marcus Chen, and this is Nova." As they moved through back alleys, Marcus asked, "How did you end up with Shen?" "My people, the crystalline, are rare. Our bodies store light energy." Her voice cracked. "Shen's clients consider us exotic. When my research ship was attacked, he saw opportunity. When I refused to cooperate, they dropped me from a height. Crystal shatters easily." Marcus's jaw clenched. "You don't have to worry about that anymore." "Why are you helping me?" "I'm not most humans," Marcus replied simply. A small smile touched her lips, her light pulsing brighter. "No, you certainly aren't." Marcus's apartment was warm and well-equipped. He laid Liss on his workbench and scanned her with diagnostic equipment. Her entire left side showed massive fractures running through her structure like shattered glass. "It's worse than I thought," he admitted. "Crystalline physiology regenerates in the right conditions," Liss explained. "Warmth, specific light frequencies, and—" She hesitated, blushing deeper blue. "Emotional resonance. My people are empathic. We draw strength from positive connections. Strong emotions accelerate our healing." "So, you need people who care about you," Marcus concluded. "I can do that." Marcus rigged specialized lights and adjusted the environment. Most importantly, he stayed beside her, talking to keep her conscious. Tell me about Earth, Liz asked. Marcus smiled. Warmer than this ice ball. I grew up near the ocean. We have no oceans on Crystallis, only light storms, waves of pure energy. Her light dimmed. Before the harvesters came. They mine my people now for our energy storage. Marcus's hand found hers. I won't let them take you. Their eyes locked and understanding passed between them. Your touch is strange, Liz said. Warm and soft. And yours is like holding frozen starlight. Different doesn't mean bad. No, different can be intriguing. As hours passed, they talked deeply. She described crystalline culture, cities that grew rather than were built, communication through light patterns. He told her about leaving Earth for the frontier's freedom. You're a wanderer, Liz observed, like I was. Maybe that's why we understand each other. Her crystalline hand tightened around his. I'm glad you found me, Marcus. Me too. The attack came at dawn. Nova's sensors lit up with warning. Outside, figures gathered, more than just enforcers. Too many, Marcus said, checking security systems. They're surrounding the building. They'll destroy everything to get me, Liz said, sitting up. Her fractures had begun knitting together overnight. The harvesters pay too much to let me escape. The maintenance tunnels, Marcus said. They run under the colony. They'll have exits covered. Liz's eyes brightened. But I can sense electromagnetic fields now. Since regeneration started, my abilities have amplified. I can find unwatched paths. You're psychic? Crystalline naturally interface with energy fields. The trauma amplified my sensitivity. She closed her eyes. There's a service shaft 2 apartments down. No guards yet. Marcus gathered supplies and weapons. Can you walk? Liz stood shakily. I can manage. They slipped out as battering sounds echoed through the building. Left here, Liz whispered, eyes closed. 3 guards ahead, but focused on the main corridor. They navigated through gaps in enemy coverage with her guidance, reaching the service shaft and descending into maintenance tunnels. These connect to the spaceport, Marcus said, checking navigation. If we reach my ship, we won't make it, Liz interrupted. They're adapting their pattern. Shen himself must be coordinating. She touched the tunnel wall, light pulsing through her. But I can sense the power grid. If I overload sections, I could create blackouts. Buy us time, Marcus finished. But it will drain you. Their eyes met. I can endure it, Liz said with determination. Do it. I'll keep you safe. We're getting out together. Liz smiled, and Marcus realized how much she'd come to mean to him in just one day. She pressed both hands against the wall, her body glowing brighter. Light pulsed through her into the colony's power grid. Throughout the sector, lights died. Security crashed. The search fell into chaos. But Liz collapsed into Marcus's arms, her glow nearly extinguished. Used too much energy. I've got you, Marcus said, lifting her. Nova, lead us to the spaceport. They ran through darkened tunnels while confusion reigned behind them. They emerged in the cargo section near Marcus's ship, the Frontier Runner. Almost there, he encouraged. Impressive, human, but ultimately futile. Broker Shen stood at the entrance with 6 armed guards. The tall Vextarian's metallic skin shifted colors in the dim light. The crystalline is valuable property, Shen said coldly. Kill them both. Marcus set Liz behind a cargo container. Nova, protect Liz. A desperate firefight erupted. Marcus used the bay's layout and his engineering knowledge, hitting power conduits to create explosions that scattered guards. But there were too many, and one got around his flank, weapon aimed at Liz. Time slowed. Marcus saw the finger tightening on the trigger, saw Nova launching but knowing she wouldn't make it. Then Liz's hand touched the deck, and every electronic system overloaded simultaneously. Lights exploded, weapons died, armor locked up. In the sudden silence, Liz stood, barely, her body almost clear, drained of light, but her eyes blazed. "Run! I'll hold them." "Not without you," Marcus said, moving to her side. "Never without you." Their hands clasped. In that touch, energy flowed between them, not just physical, but emotional connection transcending biology. Liz's glow strengthened. Together then. They moved as one toward the ship. Shen, recovering, raised a weapon. "You're both dead." Marcus's shot dropped him, stunned. "That's for everyone you've trafficked." Minutes later, they were aboard, breaking atmosphere. In the cockpit, Marcus set course for the Human Alliance station, while Liz rested with Nova in her lap. "We made it," Liz said softly, glowing brighter in the warm environment. "That electromagnetic pulse you generated saved us. I nearly killed myself doing it. If you hadn't been there, hadn't given me strength through our connection." She looked at him with prismatic eyes. "Crystalline don't bond often with other species, but when we do, it's profound." Marcus took her cold hand in his warm one. "I'm glad you chose to bond with me. I didn't choose it. It simply happened, like stars colliding." "What happens now?" Marcus asked. "We report what happened. Shut down Shen's operation. Liz's structure pulsed with light. And after that, if you're willing, I'd like to stay with you. The Frontier Runner could use a navigator who can sense electromagnetic fields." Marcus smiled. "I was hoping you'd say that." Three days later, Liz stood at the viewport, her crystalline body fully restored. The fractures had healed, leaving only faint silver traces like beautiful scars. "I've been thinking," Liz said as Marcus joined her. "There are others like me still trapped. Hundreds of crystalline, maybe thousands harvested and sold. We need to do more than just report Shen. I want to shut down the harvesters." Marcus studied her determined face. 3 days ago, he'd been a solitary engineer avoiding complications. Now he was contemplating taking on an interstellar criminal syndicate. "I'm in," he said. "Whatever it takes." Liz's entire body pulsed with light. "Thank you, Marcus." "For everything." The kiss felt strange and wonderful. Cold crystal against warm skin, different biologies finding harmony. "My people have a saying," she said softly. "Light finds light, even through the darkest void. Humans say two are better than one. Together we're stronger." Nova meowed approval from her charging station. As the Frontier Runner continued toward the Alliance station and beyond, Marcus realized he'd found purpose again. He'd found a partnership, someone worth fighting for who fought beside him as an equal. And as Liz's crystalline hand intertwined with his, her light pulsing in rhythm with his heartbeat, Marcus knew this was only the beginning. Together, they would bring light to the darkest corners of the galaxy. The broken, crystalline woman who'd begged to be left in the snow was transformed into something stronger. And the solitary engineer had found what he hadn't known he was missing. Together.